competitor is a company that is trying to sell to the same market or is trying to grab the same market share as you. Within this whole realm of competitors, there's direct competitors, which is companies trying to sell the same product as you, or indirect competitors, which is companies that are trying to sell products different from yours. So, within this whole realm of competitors, we have to find our own niche. We have to find a consumer segment that we can sell to. So we are going to use the first prompt. I am going to take this from here. I'll copy it and go to ChatGPT, paste it over here. Now it goes like, you are a market analyst. Tell me the major consumer segments for the product over here. I'm going to replace this with standing desk. And in the region, I am going to say North America. Now, the reason for this is that I am located in Canada and I am trying to sell in North America primarily. That's why I selected North America. If you are located somewhere else and you want to sell somewhere else as well, then you will select that region. It doesn't actually matter where you're located. It only matters where you are trying to sell. So the country that you're trying to sell in, select that region over here. Now let's ask ChatGPT and see what it says. Now as you can see, ChatGPT has given me a long list of around 12 consumer segments. I have some good data in front of me. You can look at home office enthusiasts, corporate and office settings, health and wellness advocates. So all the different consumer segments that are existing within the standing desk market right now, ChatGPT has given them to me. What you can over here do is that you can write back to your client or discuss with your manager, discuss with your brand team that I have these 12 consumer segments in front of me. Which ones should we go after? For a moment, let's suppose that your client or your manager gets back to you and you have decided to go after the home office enthusiast. Now, you won't be following this to the T, and this was just to get an initial insight into what your client is demanding and what needs to really be done. Now, once we have an initial insight into where our client might be going, it's time to start our actual competitor landscaping. So what we'll do is I'm going to try and teach you some changes and settings that you have to make, or some settings that you have to make sure in your Google Chrome so that you get the best results in your research. What you're going to do is you're going to select an incognito window, and I've already done that. Over here, you're going to select Google, and you're going to see at the rightmost bottom part of your screen, it says settings. You'll go here, you go and click search settings, then you go to other settings, and over here you go into language and region. Once you select this, you'll see over here by default it says current region. So I am located in Canada, and again, as I told you, I'm trying to sell in North America. So this is the region which I want to select. I'll let this be as current region. But let's say you were located in India or in Middle East, but you want to sell in North America. So then you will have to change your location. You'll have to select the US or Canada or the country where you want to sell, but you have to be very, very aware about this change in your settings. After that, we're going to go back to Google. And now we're going to look up for our competitors for the keyword that we're going to type in. So you have the detail about your niche. Your product is standing desk. And we're going after home office computers. So standing desk, sorry. So we're going to type that in and let's see. Now, what I would suggest is that you have to skip all the sponsored ads because companies are paying a lot of money to rank on top of Google. We are going to go after brands that are appearing on top for this specific keyword organically. So we're going to skip all the marketplaces and also all the giants like IKEA and Best Buy and Amazon. We're going to go below. So we see over here, okay, Progressive Desk. Let's select this one. And then we're going to skip Home Depot and IKEA. Again, they're giants. I see a second one called Motion Gray. Now I have their websites, and I am going to go deep into the website and see, just read some keywords, skim through, and see whether they're actually serving the purpose for home offices or not. So firstly, I'll go over Progressive Desk. I see over here it says, unlock the secrets to a more comfortable and efficient workspace with our complimentary guide. Okay, then it says optimize your workspace with these popular products. So there is data, but I don't see a lot of home space over here. So I'm going to reserve Instagram for doing that. Meanwhile, I'm going to go towards my second competitor. And over here I see build your home office. So clearly I see home office over here. It means that yes, this company is definitely serving people who are looking for standing desks at their home offices. But I'm not so sure about the second one, Progressive Desk, so far. So now I'm going to go and look for their Instagram pages so that we can look into those pictures and decide for ourselves whether this company is trying to serve the consumer segment we're trying to go after. So I went and I did some research on their Instagrams as well, and now our doubt was on Progressive Desk, but let's just look at Motion Gray as well. If we look at their pictures and the data that they've provided and the kind of posts that they're making, yes, it is pretty apparent that these are all home setups, and these are from consumers who are setting up their offices at their homes. Secondly, if we go to Progressive Desk, now over here, I see that yes, these settings are from people's homes. So now I am certain that yes, they are trying to sell to consumer segments which are working at their homes and who have home office setup. So once we have received details such as brand vision and mission statement, then it is a good time to now move towards engaging ChatGPT further. Here, I will be looking for customer reviews because I want to know the advantages and disadvantages that my competitors have in the market. So for that, the first thing that we'll do is we'll go back to an incognito window. And over there in Google, we're going to search standing desk. I'm going to enter my competitor. And I am going to look for reviews. So I'm going to skip all the sponsored ones. I see a Reddit review, which is about a Progressive Desk Solar Riser. So this is too specific. Let's look for something which is more generic. So I look at Trustpilot and it says Progressive Desk Canada reviews. Let's look into this. Now, as I can see, there are a total of 140 reviews, which is amazing. And the whole page is filled with really long, detailed reviews about the product. So I think these reviews would be good to copy from here and then use them in ChatGPT for analysis. But before I do that, let's look into the reviews of Motion Gray as well, so that I have all my reviews in one place. So I'm going to replace Progressive Desk with Motion Gray. And as I see, I go down and I look at Amazon. Amazing. This is also at the third-party unbiased place for reviews. Why I'm going for unbiased sources is because the websites of these competitors could have reviews too, but those will be biased. That is, that these competitors can pay other people to write reviews on their website. That's why I'm going towards Amazon. I'm going towards a third-party blog so that I can get some original reviews. Now, even in the Amazon reviews, I see a total of 276 reviews, which is amazing. And on this page, I can see some really long reviews. So yeah, let's use these as well for analysis in ChatGPT. Now, I'm going to go to my main page, and then I'm going to take my prompt, the first one. Let's copy it. Let's go into ChatGPT. Let's paste it over here, and it goes like, I am uploading a list of reviews about my competitors. Let's replace that with Progressive Desk. Or actually, what we can do is, let's leave this as my competitors, and I'm going to paste all the reviews for both the competitors over here. It goes like, summarize the following reviews into lists of pros and cons. At the end, give feedback on how I can improve based on these customer reviews. So ChatGPT is going to give you a list of pros and cons, the advantages and the disadvantages that the competitors have in the market, and also some feedback as to how those disadvantages, let's say, could improve. So I'm going to firstly take the details for Progressive Desk. Let's copy them. Scroll down all the way. And then once I reach the end, these are definitely more than 20 reviews. So that's a good amount of reviews to have. I'm going to copy all of these. And then let's go to ChatGPT. Paste them there. Then I'm going to go further down, and I'm now going to take motion grade reviews. Let's copy these as well. I'm going to try and go in faster this time because the last one took a bit too much. So let's go back to ChatGPT. Sorry about that. I'm going to go down, paste it here. And now let's see what ChatGPT does with all the reviews that I've provided it. So as you can see, I now have a list of pros and cons for all the reviews that I provided for my competitors. So I can see that, yeah, my competitors have an advantage for a high quality product. Then there's ease of assembly. There's excellent customer service. There's quick and damage-free delivery. And then in the cons section, they have quality control issues. They have adhesive wire management that's missing. Then there's insufficient configuration instructions. So these are the areas where they're lacking. But if I look at the overall feedback, I don't really feel satisfied with what ChatGPT has given me. So I'm going to do a follow-up prompt, and I'm going to say that, can you please expand on the overall feedback and provide these in bullet points. Let's see what ChatGPT does. So now I have detailed actionable insights from ChatGPT about the pros, cons list that it gave me earlier. I had instructed it to give me more details on the overall feedback because it seemed very, very vague to me. But now it has given me details. So if you look at the pros and cons from earlier, high quality products, it says promote the superior quality, sturdiness, and build of your desk as a key selling point. Earlier, if you look in the pros, it had said customers consistently praise the high quality, sturdiness, and build of your competitor's desk. So now it has given you an action that should be taken. Similarly, for ease of assembly, create guidebooks for consumers to look at. For areas of improvement as well, you can see quality control, address the quality control issues. Then adhesive for wire management, improve the adhesives that have been used for wire management. Then for insufficient configuration instructions, enhance and expand your upon configuration instructions that are being given out to consumers. So now you have used ChatGPT to have some insights, some actionable insights that can be used in your marketing strategy and also your product development. So now what we'll do is we'll move towards our follow-up prompt, and we'll dive even deeper into this feedback, into the pros and cons list, and we'll now ask ChatGPT for a very constructive feedback on the pros and cons list that it has generated. So I'm going to take this prompt and I'm going to put it in ChatGPT. It goes like, you are now a digital marketing expert. I am now trying to formulate my strategy. So summarize the following list of pros and cons into constructive feedback that can be used for making a digital marketing strategy. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this from here. And the list of pros and cons that had been provided to me by ChatGPT, I'm just going to pick this up. Remember, this is for both the competitors. I had given in all the customer reviews into ChatGPT. It gave me a list of pros and cons, and now I'm feeding it back into ChatGPT. And now I'm trying to figure out and I'm trying to ask for some feedback which can be used to make my digital marketing strategy. So now let's see what ChatGPT says. So now what you have in front of you is a list of constructive feedback that can be incorporated into your marketing strategy. The points that have been raised by ChatGPT are essentially the same, which is high quality product, ease of assembly, excellent customer service. But if you read through this, you will get the juice. Now, if we look at high quality products, make the product quality a focal point in your marketing materials, highlight the sturdiness, build, and durability of your desk to set yourself apart from competitors. For ease of assembly, again, develop assembly guides or videos, something that has been repeated. So now I'm going to put in a follow-up prompt and I'm going to ask ChatGPT to give me some examples because yes, this is good information. It's a lot of text that I can read through, but I also need some examples to actually execute the feedback that ChatGPT has collected for me. So I'm going to prompt, can you please provide an example and an ideal marketing channel for each recommendation. So let's see what ChatGPT says. So now you may see that ChatGPT has actually given you some very good examples along with the ideal marketing channel that you should be using to make this a part of your marketing strategy. So let's read through a few of them. Number one, high quality products. An example could be that you create a video showcasing the durability of your desk by conducting street tests and comparing them to the competitors' products. An ideal marketing channel would be YouTube or Vimeo by hosting the video and promote it through social media channels like Facebook and Instagram. Ease of assembly, you can see something similar that it's telling you to develop a series guide and then publish it on your website, the product page, and share snippets in Pinterest and Instagram. For excellent customer service, for quick and damage-free delivery, you can see something similar. Now, the insight from this is that ChatGPT has given you an example and it has given you an ideal marketing channel as well. Now, where the story becomes different is that it might not be practical for you to do some tests, right? Or it might not be possible for you to make lengthy videos. So what you can do over here is you can actually ask ChatGPT for an alternate. So you can pick up the first one and you can prompt it accordingly. You can say, good job. Let's focus on the first point about high quality products. However, suggest some cheaper methods of executing the suggestion. So now let's see what ChatGPT gives us. You can see that ChatGPT has given you around 9 alternates for the first suggestion that it made. Wow, guys, this is amazing. This is the power of ChatGPT. Now, if we read through this, I told ChatGPT that, okay, you're telling me to make some test videos, but I cannot do that. It's not possible for me. I don't have the budget, right? So what ChatGPT gave me instead was something which is inexpensive. So if you look at user-generated content, it's telling you to encourage your satisfied customers to share their experiences with your products through photos and testimonials. Testimonials and photos. This is an incentive for consumers to, pop up on social media, and this is inexpensive. Then again, product comparison blogs. Write informative blog posts that compare your products to those of competitors. This is also inexpensive and can be done in-house. The money you'd be spending on probably would be creating the blogs or sending some promotional gifts or something to your consumers. So, in its entirety, you are basically asking ChatGPT to dive deeper into the recommendation it has already made, and voila, you have 9 more alternatives. That is just superb. So guys, this is the power of ChatGPT, and now we're going to progress by recording all of the data, all of these amazing points that we have collected. Let's go with the marketing, the feedback for marketing strategy first. Let's take this, copy it, and paste it into our own doc, Google Doc. So recommendations, actually feedback. Right. Let's paste it over there. I'm gonna bolden this. And then let's go further down, back to ChatGPT, and over here I'm going to make a record of all the recommendations that it had given me. Right? Pros and cons. I'm going to go down. Then I'm going to paste these. And then the third thing, I am going to also copy and paste the expansion of the alternates given to me by ChatGPT, because once we go through these again, you will have a record of all the data from your research, right? So this is all very, very valuable. So you're gonna paste it over here, and over here we can write. So you can just read through, and this was basically you're telling ChatGPT to expand on the first point. So first point from feedback expanded. Now, guys, you can label these however you want. This is just for my own ease. I like to organize my material in this manner, but you can definitely go for something else. Now I've recorded all the data, and I have all this data collected in one folder. So now would be a good time to reach out to your client if you're working as a freelancer, or reach out to your manager if you're working at an agency or for a brand and say that I have done my competitor analysis, I made a list of pros and cons, and regarding and with respect to those pros and cons, I have some recommendations for my digital marketing strategy and the channels that I'll be choosing. Now remember, you have used ChatGPT for around about 13 or 14 recommendations for digital marketing strategy. You don't need to give out all of them at once. What you'll do is you'll send out a selection of these recommendations to your client and then keep the rest to yourself. Why I'm saying that is that you don't know what your client is going to say or what your manager is going to say. But in the case that they do reject your idea, you already have 5 or 6 more recommendations. So you keep them in the store and you release them or send them out if your client or your manager does not agree with you. So this would be your time saved and also a better management of the data that you have.